Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tennessee Titans. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tennessee Titans. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. 4-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go. Go. Zip. That's
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see them take a shot downfield.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Akers. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They'll look to run with Akers. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Titans' 3-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. We'll call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. 10.
Yeah, baby. We coming again.
Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Rams 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, and incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. And they'd be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott off play action. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
Greg Dortch back deep.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
On the return, Dortch.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Just like that.
They begin with Henry. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Henry, the ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He's got a first down past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now at first down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
And 4 at the Rams' 36-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 36, Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
From the gun, here's Tannehill.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Justin Watson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Titans 14, Rams nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A first down throw for Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A second down throw for Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill steps away to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
A.J. Brown, incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it'll bring up third down.
10 yards to go.
Tannehill throwing again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
87, incomplete. It's now fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Now it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5. And the Rams 1st down.
Play action now. Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
To try again after the sack. Prescott going up top for Kupp. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third pick of the game. Instead, it's third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Third and long for Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And here comes Dortch on the return.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Again, it's Henry. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At the 46-yard line.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action.
Tannehill. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 2. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a two-score game, even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 30.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, check my 50. Leave. 50. Let's get this ball.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25.
You know they pay me extra.
Touchdown, Titans. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Complete.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Harold Landry getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
On the play.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line.
Avery Williamson.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage.
4-yard line.
Nice linebacker play.
From his goal line here, Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 16 yards, a first down.
Titan. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Titans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew.